My wife's funeral was the worst day of my life. Or at least I thought it was. 3 days after we buried her, a woman I'd never seen before knocked on my door. She was maybe 60. Gray hair. Serious eyes. She handed me a small sealed envelope. Then she said something I will never forget. "Your wife told me to give this to you only if she died before finding the truth." The truth about what? I asked her who she was. She refused to answer. Instead, she pointed at the envelope. Everything starts there. Then she walked away. I never saw her again. My name is Ethan. I live in Chicago. For 15 years, my wife Sarah and I built a life together. No children. No drama. No secrets. At least none that I knew about. That night I opened the envelope. Inside was a single photograph. Nothing else. No letter. No explanation. Just a photograph. It showed Sarah standing beside another woman. A woman I had never seen before. Both of them were smiling. But that wasn't what caught my attention. In the corner of the photo was a date. The picture had been taken 2 weeks before Sarah died. And written on the back were 6 words. "She knows what they did." I stared at those words for almost an hour. Because I had absolutely no idea who they were. The next morning I started searching. The woman in the photo was easy to find. Her name was Claire Morgan. A retired accountant living 2 states away. I called her. The moment I mentioned Sarah's name, she went silent. For nearly 10 seconds. Then she asked one question. "Did someone finally give you the photograph?" My stomach dropped. Because suddenly I knew Sarah had planned this. She expected something to happen. Maybe years before it actually did. Claire agreed to meet me. When I arrived, she pulled out a thick folder. Bank records. Emails. Property transfers. Documents dating back almost 8 years. Then she said something that made my blood run cold. "Ethan, your wife wasn't investigating one person." She paused. "She was investigating your entire family." I laughed. Actually laughed. Because it sounded insane. My family? My older brother? My mother? The people who sat beside me at the funeral? Claire didn't laugh. She opened the folder. And that's when I saw my brother's signature. Then my mother's. Then another relative. And another. Every page revealed something worse. For 8 years, money had been disappearing from trusts created by my grandfather. Millions of dollars. Moved quietly through shell companies. Hidden behind fake expenses. Sarah discovered it by accident. And once she started looking, she became a threat. For months, Claire and I kept digging. The deeper we went, the uglier it became. Sarah had documented everything. Every transfer. Every meeting. Every lie. Then we found her final recording. Recorded only 9 days before she died. She looked directly into the camera. Calm. Focused. Almost like she knew this day would come. She said, "If you're watching this, I didn't finish in time." My hands were shaking. But I kept watching. Then she said the sentence that changed everything. "The theft is real. And the person leading it is not who Ethan thinks." I immediately assumed she meant my brother. Who else could it be? I was wrong. Completely wrong. Because the mastermind wasn't my brother. He was only following orders. The real architect was the last person I expected. My mother. For nearly a decade, she had controlled everything. Every account. Every company. Every fake transaction. And nobody ever questioned her. Because nobody wanted to. Box 4. 3 months later, our family gathered for what they thought was a routine trust meeting. Everyone was there. My brother. My cousins. My mother sitting at the head of the table. Confident as ever. Then I connected my laptop to the projector. And pressed play. Sarah appeared on the screen. The room went silent instantly. Nobody expected to see her. Especially not my mother. For 20 minutes, Sarah calmly explained everything. Every document. Every account. Every transfer. Every name. Nobody spoke. Nobody moved. When the video ended, federal investigators walked through the door. Right on schedule. My mother finally looked at me and asked one question. How long have you known? I looked back at her. Then I gave her the only answer she deserved. Long enough. That day, the accounts were frozen. The properties were seized. And Sarah's evidence became part of the public record. The people responsible spent years hiding the truth. Sarah spent years documenting it. In the end, the truth won. And the strangest part? The most important person in the entire story wasn't me. It was the woman everyone thought was already gone. If this story hit different, subscribe to Dust to Justice. And tell me this, would you have opened the envelope?